Hi, my name is Gaurav Chaudhry. I'm the Executive Director and Chief Business Officer at Salasa Services. Today I'm here to do a talk for DLC on how to manage multidisciplinary verticals and ensure consistent growth. It's a big phrase, but I promise to keep it short. And before I dive into the talk, I want you all to remember this one phrase. The more you try to do, the less you accomplish. Effortless multitasking, according to me, is an absolute illusion. Unless, of course, you're an Indian mother or Elon Musk. Different people have different interpretations and understanding of what multitasking is. And the reason why I'm calling my topic complex multitasking versus multitasking is something that I'll explain as we move along the talk. What do we mean by complex multitasking? Now, let's first agree that it's one thing to manage multiple things in a single discipline and a totally different ballgame to manage multiple disciplines altogether. Let me try and explain what I'm saying. Since I mentioned Indian moms, I'll give you an example related to that. Making a curry and frying fritters is multitasking, but it's same discipline, and that's why I'm calling it multitasking. Now imagine making some curry, frying fritters, and trying to help complete the math school assignment of your 5th grade son. That's complex multitasking, because it involves multi-disciplines. In fact, I feel Indian moms are probably the only species on earth who know complex multitasking. Over the years, I've come to realize complex multitasking is all about self-awareness and delegation. If you know what you're good at, you'll focus on that, and you should focus on that. Rather, I'll go a step further. If you know what you're good at is one part of the puzzle. You should know what you're not good at. So do only what you can do, not everything else. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And on a more serious note, hire people who can do things better than you in certain areas. If you sync your forces with those who share your vision and are driven to plant the seeds of growth, magic happens, and scaling up is not a problem. I also mentioned Elon Musk when I started my talk. For instance, Elon Musk spends 90 hours every week tirelessly managing multiple companies from SpaceX to Tesla to OpenAI and God knows what else. But actually, what does he really spend his time on? 80% of his time is actually spent on design and engineering. You know why? Because that's what he's best at. He does not focus on other functions of the company which are probably equally important or probably even more important. That's because he can hire the best talent and he pays them well to do the job, which he can't do as well as them. And this is where multitasking becomes easy. Why? Because you work as a team. Hire the best of the best and then do your magic on top of it. Make sure you empower your team and delegate what you're not best at. Trust them and support them. It took me a few years to realize that in the corporate world, most people don't actually manage multiple things at the same time. Some of them just manage their time well. And that's not bad, but it's not the same as complex multitasking. So one would ask, where do you start and how do you start doing complex multitasking? The trick is time boxing. You might have come across this English saying, choose your battles wisely. The parallel to that in the corporate world is choose your daily tasks wisely. Remember, do what only you can do, because the more you try to do, the less you accomplish. This is how and where it ties in. We've all heard of the Pareto principle, which is the 80-20. It's the same in multitasking. 80% of the work will give you 20% of the results, and 20% of the work will give you 80% of the results. Which is why I say, choose your battles wisely, choose your daily tasks wisely. Prioritize. It's very, very important to prioritize. Imagine a pilot trying to keep the plane flying at 30,000 feet and also trying to play a video game while he's doing that. We don't want that. That's dangerous. Which is why it's very, very important to prioritize. And when you prioritize, clarity automatically steps in, and clarity is what gives you power. One of my earlier teachers say this, and it has always stuck to me in my mind. When your vision is clear, your decision is clear. And that's where I would probably like to end. Now, let me try and give you a little glimpse into how I try and manage complex multitasking. I actually start with no. What does that mean? Everything that comes to me, my first answer is no, because I want to avoid and filter work that is important, not urgent. The art of saying no is so difficult because the human psychology tempts you to say yes because you want to help somebody. Could be your partner, could be your colleague, could be somebody else on the road. Therefore, my honest advice to everyone is to get into the practice of saying no. It may sound rude, but it'll help your life and it'll help your performance. So to summarize, what I'm saying is multitasking is important, but try and practice complex multitasking. And to do that, what do you need? You need to be self-aware and you need to learn to delegate. So thank you everyone for putting up with me and hearing my talk. Now, to my DLC fellow members, I work at a professional services firm, and we offer risk consulting, risk management, reinsurance, and insurance as our service offerings. If somebody is interested to have their problem solved, please look me up on LinkedIn. My name is Gaurav Chaudhry. Look for my company, which is Salasar Services, and we'll be very happy to attend to your requirements. Thank you.